Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at Toshi. If you guys don't know Toshi, one of the best players in the world, and he's diving headfirst into Go Battle League. He's currently using Charizard, Cresselia, and Clefable as his team of three. He sent me 10 battles, some wins, some losses. We're going to go ahead and take a look and analyze these battles and see the viability of this team. So Charizard into Alolan Muck. This team does rely on Charizard to beat Registeel, but Registeel not that common in early Go Battle League meta, just because it's pretty expensive to get to. So we're gonna go see this Charizard gonna go for the Blast Burn. This Blast Burn actually would do quite a bit to Alolan Marowak, and a beautiful switch. Alolan Muck, a beautiful switch into Alolan Muck, and then gonna get walled by a Registeel. So, but actually probably was the best move possible. Baiting out the Registeel is definitely needed, and they go for the Flash Cannon and just barely doesn't KO. Going for the farm, and now he needs to go for the Blast Burn. Unfortunately, missed it by, lost by CMP by a little bit, and that's just because of the lock on. Well, actually, no, he didn't even tap it. So he's gonna do like a quarter blast, like a third Blast Burn. Gonna look to farm down and goes for the perfect farm. Really great heads up play by Toshi. A little bit of lag, trying to click that Dragon Claw. Don't expect a shield from the Swampert. And then going to switch out into Cresselia. This Cresselia has Psycho Cut, Aurora Beam, and Future Sight, so no Moonblast. I recommend Moonblast over Aurora Beam, just because a neutral Future Sight actually is higher DPE than Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam is nice because it is cheaper to get to, but it's certainly not as necessary as in this case, like, yeah, that would be neutral versus resisted. So when there's one stage difference, Future Sight is actually better DP. It's a little bit cheap. It's a little bit cheaper, but going to be put in a very good situation. Going to go for this Dragon Claw. Let's see if it was a CMP tie. Oh, nope. Just gonna let it go. Interesting. Gonna go for the farm down. This is actually gonna be very close because the Hydro Cannon will obviously KO. The Psycho Cut did get through before that Hydro Cannon, so gonna look to farm down, and unfortunately not able to, and losing that first game. GG. Very well played by his opponent. As you can see, Toshi's team has a very high reliance on yeah, and at least the Aurora Moonblast would at least do neutral damage to the Alolan Muck, which would have put him potentially in a better situation to farm down with Charizard, as opposed to expelling energy. Okay, alright. Just gonna move this over, and we're gonna take a look and his next opponent. Alright, gonna lead Charizard into Cresselia. Cresselia is super tanky, like absolutely insanely tanky, but these Blast Burns do a ton of damage from Charizard. And gonna switch out. I'm gonna likely see a shield come up. Nope, no shield. Future Sight, man, these starters are way tankier. And gonna switch out. Oh, they simultaneously switched. See, this is the example where Moonblast would have helped, because the Moonblast does win in the one shield against Cresselia, while Aurora Beam just doesn't do enough damage. It's a pretty dramatic difference between a Moonblast and Aurora Beam. So Cresselia, Giratina in Ultra League. Moonblast is 1.44 DP versus 1.0. Well, actually, for Aurora Beam, it's 1.05. It's actually 1.067. So it's actually, you would actually be better off double Future Sight if you can get to it. Then than you would, but you need Moonblast. Moonblast is just a much better move. That's what allows it to beat Giratina in some shield scenarios. So, Toshi watching this video, TM. And so gonna play some mind games with this. We're gonna see if this is a Dark Pulse or a Sludge Wave. Ends up being a Dark Pulse, so gets the bait. Toshi going for the full farm down, not playing around. Knows that Cresselia is actually pretty low, so actually gonna go. You know, I'm not gonna commit. Gonna go for the Meteor Mash. And gonna sack the Charizard. Really nice play. Obviously, it would have been better to get off the Dragon Claw. But now gonna go for the full farm down. That definitely was if he does win, would be the game-saving move. And here comes the Future Sight. And then these Psycho Cuts are not doing enough damage. That's where actually Confusion actually would have been better, because likely would still got to the charge move, plus the Confusion damage would add up. So GG. Well played, Toshi. That sack was beautiful. It would have been even better with the Dragon Claw, but you know, you can only ask for so much. Okay, so gonna go Charizard into Lapras. You know, it's an interesting matchup in Great League. It's a very Charizard does lose this straight up. Gonna go for the Future Sight into Clefable. That does a ton of damage. And gonna go for the Future Sight. I think at that range, one Future Sight and one Moonblast would be maybe enough. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see what they suggest on PV Folk. That's Confusion. No. You do need to go for the. You do need to go for the Future Sight to KO in the 0, or you can farm down afterwards. It's not like they would get to another charge move anyway. So, gonna go into Lucario. Interesting. Likely just a power up punch. Nothing too much to worry about. And gonna go. Oh, well, okay. Nice switch. Man, rank 10, they switch like it's like nobody's business. Like, it's something you have to be very conscious and aware of. And gonna go into Clefable to absorb the charge. Probably would have been better just sacking, because I doubt like they would farm down Cresselia, but left in a pretty good position, because I'm not sure what this Lucario is going to do. And then here comes the Meteor Mash. Definitely the shield's going to come up. I'm not sure why he got to the Psychic. I'm not sure why he didn't go for it. Didn't even bother charging it. And then going to be met here. It's actually... let's see how this plays out. Charizard. And then, oh yeah, Charizard has energy, and this is GG right here. So nice play, Toshi. Okay, going against IV Pips. Gonna lead Charizard into Registeel. And we're gonna see the switch out into Giratina. Gonna be met immediately by Clefable. And this is not good. This is why Clefable's better hard counter against Giratina, because like it doesn't have to shield these ancient powers unless it gets a buff. So it's actually you're way better off getting this not quite low enough so you can get you should be able to survive this Dragon Claw. Don't know. No shield. Oh man, Toshi, that discipline, nice. It's actually kind of bad, because it does put it in range to get lockdown farm down, which is not great, because it's going to give it a lot of energy. And then we're going to see no shield, and we're going to see a Flash Cannon, and I expect immediate switch out. Okay. Or no immediate switch out. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw. Must have something weak to... Nice, gets the shield. Expect the shield to come up. Another Flash Cannon. And maybe it's like a Venusaur in the back or Meganium. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Claw again. Let's see if a no shield comes up. It does. Okay. And then gonna shield, and then I expect to switch out from his opponent. Yes, I do. Okay, Clefable. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. The bait, and then going for the Blast Burn, and this is pretty much around. I think Clefable will survive this, but not too much after that. Unfortunately, Psycho Cuts are not going to do that much damage, and see this. Gonna look for the farm down. I'm gonna guess. That's probably the most appropriate play, and then force a CMP tie, which Cresselia, one of the very few Pokemon that I'm not sure why he went for the Aurora Beam. That actually might allow Ridge Steel to survive. No, it doesn't. Ridge Steel, one of the few Pokemon that actually interesting. Oh, it's Surgery Ice. One actually no. Would actually lose the CMP tie, but okay, nice switch by his opponent into Swampert. Still okay. Now in a very favorable matchup still. I might have went Clefable instead, but this is a good move. Gonna go into the Aurora Beam. This won't KO Swampert, but does apply the shield pressure. And, oh man, Cresselia is just so tanky. It is absolutely ridiculous how tanky it is. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then going to go for the Future Sight for the for sure KO. And let's see, probably Togekiss. This Togekiss is going to have to worry about this Aurora Beam, which is going to deal super effective damage. And does look for the Charm, farm down. No shield. Oh man, that was a ridiculous play there. And then gonna look for the Charm, farm down. Gonna put the shield up. And then gonna look to farm down and then have tons, well, a little bit of energy. Charm doesn't farm. Load up this much energy. And gonna go for the Psychic. Meteor Mash would be better, right? Because yeah. It's actually a Dragon Breath variant, which actually works out a little bit better for him. So Clefable versus Giratina. I'm pretty sure Meteor Mash would actually do more because they're both non-stab. But okay, wow. Okay. Likely just a Dragon Claw. Yeah, which is not going to KO. Meteor Mash would be better because it's 50-100 versus Psychic is 55-90, but you do get the 10% chance of the one-stage debuff, which is something. It only does 6 more damage. That likely would have resulted in the Dragon Claw to faint. So something to take into consideration. Going to be met by Feraligatr. This is the Ice Fang variant of Feraligatr. And going to be met by Alolan Muck. Going to go for the Aurora Beam. Again, let me just double check this. I'm pretty sure, even though Muck is a dark type, Future Sight. Actually, no. I'm looking at Twin Blast. Yeah, Future Sight is actually better TBE than Aurora Beam. But it is less energy, which almost allows you to get to 2. So it depends on how you want to play it. Able to put a little bit of pressure onto this Alolan Muck. Actually grab a shield, which is actually pretty nice. So I expect the Charizard to come back in. And then there you go, the Feraligatr. A little preemptive on the switch. This Hydro Cannon's still going to hurt. So expect the shield to come up. And then going to look to... it's going to get to another Hydro Cannon. which you don't necessarily have to shield. It's going to do a pretty decent chunk, but you're still going to win the fast move pressure. And then I expect him to throw the Meteor Mash. Oh man, if this was a Psychic, that would be insane. If this is no shield, oh my gosh, no way! Oh my gosh, that was absolute. What the heck? Okay, all right. I actually wouldn't shield this. This is okay, even if it was Sludge Wave. Um, just because the Dark Pulse, I don't know if the Dark Pulse actually would do more. That's a good question I'm going to ask myself. So, Venusaur Sludge Wave does, or Sludge Bomb would do 71 damage versus Alolan Muck. Dark Pulse does 68. So Dark Pulse is the slightly stronger move. Barely able to KO there, and then needs to hit this before another charge move comes through. Will this KO the Venusaur? It will not, but just barely. Man, those follow-up fire spins are super clutch. Really nice job. But again, like I think a few things to clean up. Toshi is gonna start streaming on Twitch, so I will include a link to his description to his Twitch if he does have it available. I'm gonna switch out into Togekiss. All right, Cresselia should be able to beat Togekiss. It might lose in the 2 shield, for example. But gonna be able to apply a ton of charge move pressure. Aurora Beam only does about half. And Togekiss can actually survive this, and then should be able to get to another one, which should be able to draw the last shield or KO the Togekiss, and then gonna go, wow, going all the way to the end, okay. All right, a little bit of overcharge, and then we're gonna see Togekiss go down and up a shield advantage. It's pretty nice. Gonna go into Clefable. This Lapras does have quite a bit of energy, so something to be cognizant about. Let's see if his shield comes up. Surf. And another Surf coming through. Gonna have to shield this one, I imagine. Oh, I'm not gonna shield. And we're gonna see the Swampert come in. Oh wow, okay. Interesting. Not sure I necessarily. This is actually not good for Toshi right now. This Swampert's gonna be able to apply a lot of fast move pressure. Oh wow, okay, but this person's refusing to. Interesting. Gonna go for the farm down and then hoping to. Gonna have to commit towards shielding. Charizard's gonna be able to survive a Surf, so this is gonna be really interesting. So I expect here comes the Dragon Claw. If they call the Dragon Claw, oh my gosh, I don't know how Toshi's gonna win this right now. Then, does he win this? Maybe he doesn't. Oh, is he gonna be able to fast move it down? Surf. He's gonna be able to survive the Surf. Is he gonna be able to beat it? Oh no, not able to beat it. He needed to get to the Blast Bird. Well, that was the shielding call was absolutely huge there, but you can see the difference between Great and Ultra League, how much damage those moves do, and gonna be led by Swampert again. Gonna switch out into Cresselia. Likes to say switch Cresselia, either bait out the Steel type, and wow, the Swampert is deciding to stay in. Let's see if he got to the Future Sight. If he did, that is okay. Well, that's still okay. Like Future Sight has higher DP, and gonna put a lot of pressure onto this Togekiss, and then here comes a shield. This is still okay. I think this is still alright. Gonna force the shield, and then Cresselia, I'm gonna say could survive this ancient power, and then get to the Aurora Beam. Gonna force this second shield. So. Gonna save it. Oh wow, okay. Ooh, this is a little dangerous. Okay. I expect the Swampert to come back out. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw. Man, I don't even you definitely won't shield if you have the Swampert. Blast Burn is more energy efficient, and then as well, like if you're only gonna do one charge move, you might as well do the Blast Burn. This Future Sight's gonna do a pretty good chunk. Oh, it might be able to KO before Hydro Cannon comes out, which is huge, huge play. Let's see what's in the bag. It is Kangaskhan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, all right. Obviously, this Kangaskhan wants to hit the power up punch. Gonna shield, and then I expect just the fast move farm down at this point in time. And then I'm not sure why I didn't just do the power up punch in the first place. Waiting on the power punch meant less damage on the mud slaps, so it ended up being like pretty costly. Kangaskhan in the back, that's awesome. All right, gonna go Charizard into Cloyster. I think Charizard wins this if they go straight Icy Wind. You definitely. Wow, okay. I was like, you definitely shield, but I'm gonna switch out into. Oh man, this is where not having Moonblast is so painful. Like if you, I think this team gets even better with Moonblast Future Sight. I know it's a little less fast move, charge move, or shield pressure, because it's gonna take like one more to get to the Future Sight, but I think it's worth it for the Moonblast for these particular matchups. It does get the shield. Okay, all right, that's not bad. Not gonna shield, and gonna look to land one more, and unfortunately this is not great. And gonna go into Charizard. Gonna immediately for the Blast Burn. This really nice play. A lot of people would not have went to Charizard, so I think that's very good. Gonna have to shield this Icy Wind, or he's not gonna shield Icy Wind. Okay, all right. Man, he's gonna Icy Wind again though on his Clefable. For sure. Here comes the Icy Wind, and I'm gonna have to shield this Icy Wind. That's a little painful. But Skirtina is very low. Up a shield. Let's see what this. Here comes Alolan Muck. Trying to absorb the charge move there. I wouldn't shield. Oh, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. I still wouldn't shield. Ancient Power, because there's no way this Muck's going to snarl down. The way you lose is get Sludge Waved, and then this Meteor Mash is actually going to hurt quite a bit to Muck, and I don't see a way for Muck to win, and then going to go for the Meteor Mash. I think switching in Clefable, or switching in Giratina was ultimately the mistake. Because it's even within range of a Dark Pulse. If it would have stayed in, wouldn't have got hit by the Meteor Mashes. So many of them. All right, gonna go Charizard into Gyarados. This is not a good matchup for Charizard. So the immediate switch out into Cresselia, gonna be met by Ursaring. Has Shadow Claw, Close Combat, Play Rough. So I imagine the Play Rough's gonna come out. Not gonna KO. Ursaring, so glassy. Man, I think you may even go just. This is not gonna KO the Ursaring. Well, I can't imagine it would. But does shield. Wow. Okay. I was like, do you shield if you're the Cresselia and go for the Future Sight? I think there's definitely a warrant for it. I'm not sure you go for that either. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a close combat, which is Play Rough. Oh wow. Okay. Gonna still look to farm this down afterwards. and then going to be met by Clefable. This Swampert has a decent amount of energy. We're going to see if it has Sludge Wave or Hydro Cannon. Oh, man, that's so gutsy. I think there's merit to shielding the first one because you have 2 shields. And then here it comes. It's actually going to be pretty close, man. What's in the back? Okay, all right. I wouldn't fire right away just because his Earth Spring is pretty low and wants to bait out this charge move. Yeah, there you go. It's done. And then, oh yeah, Gyarados in the back. Has energy though. Oh, gets the defense drop. That's huge. That is huge. The crunch not gonna KO. Oh man, that was huge. That was a good way to end the video. So really impressive play. I think changes I would make to his team. One, I would say consider Confusion on Cresselia, but I would for sure replace Aurora Beam with Moonblast. I think it gives a little bit more utility. Future Sight, higher DPE, a little bit less fast move pressure, but consistently I think Moonblast and Future Sight is the correct moveset. And then as well, maybe not baiting with Dragon Claw as much, just because as people mature in the meta, they're gonna realize how little the charge moves do compared to the Great League. But very impressive play by Toshi. Again, links to his Twitch if it is up. If not, I'm gonna tweet it out. Definitely give him a follow. He's going to be dropping some really great content. So I'm going to leave it there. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.